Before we begin our last book on shapes, I want you to tell me about these shapes. A triangle is a shape with 3 sides and 3 corners. A triangle's sides can be different lengths. A triangle is a 2-dimensional shape. It has height and width, but no depth. When you are drawing, what are some things that you draw with triangles? Doritos, Christmas trees, watermelon slices, candy corn. A square is a shape with 4 sides and 4 corners. A square's sides are all the same length. A square is a 2-dimensional shape. It has height and width, but no depth. When you are drawing, what are some things that you draw with squares? Houses, a checkerboard, pillows, crackers. A rectangle is a shape with 4 sides and 4 corners. A rectangle has 2 long sides and 2 short sides. A rectangle is a 2-dimensional shape. It has height and width, but no depth. When you are drawing, what are some things that you draw with rectangles? Trains, buildings, doors, mobile phones, school buses, index cards. A circle is a shape with no corners. A circle is round. A circle is a 2-dimensional shape. It has height and width, but no depth. When you are drawing, what are some things that you draw using circles? The sun, bicycle tires, people's faces, flowers. An oval is a shape with no corners. An oval looks like the shape of an egg. An oval is a 2-dimensional shape. It has height and width, but no depth. When you are drawing, what are some things that you draw with ovals? People's faces, eggs, watermelons, footballs, eyes. A cone has a round base and a pointed top. A cone does not have corners. You can put things inside a cone. A cone has height, width, and depth. A cone is a 3-dimensional shape. A funnel, pointed birthday hat, and waffle cones are cone-shaped objects. A cube has 6 square sides. A cube has 8 corners. You can put things inside a cube. A cube has height, width, and depth. A cube is a 3-dimensional shape. A dice is a cube. A sphere is a round shape like a ball. A sphere does not have corners. You can put things inside a sphere. A sphere has height, width, and depth. A sphere is a 3-dimensional shape. The earth, an orange, and a baseball are all spheres. A cylinder has a round tube body and a round shape on each end. A cylinder does not have corners. You can put things inside a cylinder. A cylinder has height, width, and depth. A cylinder is a 3-dimensional shape. An aluminum food can is a cylinder. Jane Brockett's clever concepts. Circles, stars, and squares. Looking for shapes. Take a look at this book. Do you know what shape it is? Every object has a shape, and the world is full of interesting shapes. Let's see what shapes we can find. You can draw and paint flat shapes on paper. Solid shapes are different. You can make them with your hands using clay or dough or bricks. A circle is flat and round and curving. It doesn't have any straight lines or sharp edges like these stickers and the holes in this cake carrier. An oval is a circle that has been squashed in the middle, like this window. A square has 4 straight sides, all the same, with 4 sharp corners, all the same. Squares are regular and even. A rectangle also has 4 sides, but 2 are long and 2 are short. Rectangles can be found in many places. Bricks, doors, and windows are rectangles we see every day. Which shape has 3 sides and 3 corners? A triangle. Some triangles have sides that are all the same length. Some have sides of different lengths. Two triangles together can make a diamond. A diamond has 4 equal sides and 2 very sharp points. We can see diamonds in fishing nets, quilts, and windows. This is also called a rhombus. So you can either use the word diamond or rhombus. Flat shapes with more than 4 sides have their own special names. A pentagon has 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A hexagon has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And an octagon has 8 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So far, we have found flat shapes. So now let's take a look at solid shapes. A solid circle is called a sphere. Tomatoes, balls of yarn, oranges, and chocolate candies are all spheres. A cylinder has circles at each end and straight sides in between. Cylinders are useful shapes for buildings and for keeping threads and tiny beads tidy. A cube is a solid square with flat surfaces. Can you count how many equal sides, edges, and corners a cube has? A cube has 6 sides, 8 corners, and 12 edges. Sweet candy and iced cakes can be shaped like cubes, and even little play figures can get stuck in plastic cubes. Cones have a point at one end and a circle at the other. Sometimes they are solid, like this sculpture. Sometimes they are hollow, like these paper cones. Cones are also useful for holding treats. Some shapes look like other shapes, but are a little different. Rings are circles with the middle taken out. Bright red life jackets, sugar cookies, and shiny metal door knockers are all rings. Eggs are almost ovals, but they have one pointier end and one rounder end. A heart can make us feel happy. Sweet heart-shaped cakes make us smile. Some shapes don't have their own names, so we say they look like something else. An object can be sausage-shaped, or pear-shaped, or star-shaped. And pasta shapes include shells, curly wiggles, pointy tubes, and bow ties. We have found lots of interesting shapes. Now take a look around you. Can you name the shapes you see? The end. Here are some questions that you can discuss with your parents at home. What is a shape? What are some of the different shapes around us? How can different shapes help us with building things or moving things? What shapes, when joined together, make new shapes? Can you describe your favorite shape? What objects have this shape? What might you want to learn more about? And for review, draw a picture that shows something you know about shapes. Label or write about your drawing. After you draw, share your drawing and talk about what you have learned about shapes.